Well, we're going to enter the Confederate cemetery for the Confederate dead. Now, I'm going to be respectful for my video, and we are going to just visit all these soldiers that died, and we're not going to hit the politics. We're just doing history here. So there's several monuments here. It's very peaceful. We're going to take this path down here, and let's see. I've never been to this cemetery. I see a North Carolina marker, an Arkansas. So, all right. So this is the plot for the Maryland soldiers that passed away in memory of her sons who fell in Virginia soil, Maryland. Okay, we're going to walk around and hit these little monuments. Here is a monument dedicated June 6, 2011, Arkansas. Now across the path, the U.S. National Cemetery. And that is where the Union soldiers that fell fighting for the federal government and their fight against slavery, that's where they're buried. And right now I'm not sure how to get over there. So we will continue with our walk through the Confederate cemetery, and so this monument here is to Tennessee. All right. I'm going to let the camera run. You're just walking along with me. And here we have Texas. 1st Texas, 5th Texas. And all right, I'm going to pause the camera and get up to this next monument. Well, this monument's very special. We have a Confederate soldier, and you notice his rifle is pointed down. He's not in combat. He's looking down over the graves of the fallen. And this says, "To the unknown and unrecorded dead." So to all the soldiers that passed here, all these Confederate soldiers that are unknown, he's watching over them. All right. I'm gonna run out of time, so we gotta buzz along. We'll zip over here to a couple of these other monuments. Well, here we have a marker for the unknown dead from the Kernstown battlefield. Wow. So around this perimeter are the undead. Boy, I really need to come back here with and listen to the audio tour they offer. So the unknown dead from the Cool Spring battlefield. Get that a little larger. So there's markers around this. Just a really nice way to mark the unknown dead. And a soldier watching over them. Well, here's the marker for Louisiana, the soldiers of Louisiana who died for the South in the Valley Campaign. This monument was erected for them. The cemetery is quite impressive, everyone. Here's Mississippi. Now, Mississippi has dedicated June 6, 1998. Very nice. So they're listing the dead that's buried here. All right, we're going to pick up the road here and we'll walk up around. All right, this is Confederate Lane, the Stonewall Cemetery. 3,000 Confederate soldiers rest here, dedicated in 1866. South Carolina. The Third Battle of Winchester, September 19, 1864. Now I'm working on a book by Scott Mingus, my favorite Civil War author. It's the Second Battle of Winchester. So, all right. There's a Florida monument, Alabama. I'd like to hit the North Carolina monument here again. Sort of have a little bit of connection anymore with North Carolina, with Fort Dobbs and the CSS Noose 2 and the CSS Noose Museum run by Matthew. Almost forgot his name. And Keith Haynes is on the board for the Friends. So fellas, this looks to be the North Carolina soldiers that perished in the Valley Campaign during the American Civil War, the war between the states, and just this one small cemetery is quite an awful lot of loss of life, of course, in all wars, including the ones going on now. All right, let's look at walking back. And believe it or not, everyone, I have walked quite a ways. We're gonna turn off the camera here and get my bearings. Here's the Virginia Monument Memorial. And over here, in honor of the women of Winchester, the ladies of the Confederate Memorial Association, organized in 1865, the Turner Ashby Chapter 184, United Daughters of the Confederacy. So, all right, now I'd like to do a video here of our Union troops, our federal troops. I have to figure out how to get over two fences, so all right, let's see how I can do that.
Well, everyone, it turns out that I was able to figure out how to get over to the Union Cemetery. So, stay safe, be kind, be courteous, and stay tuned for the next video with the Union Cemetery.